seems to be connected. There it is. Twitch is connected, so we start right away. So welcome everybody. This is another analysis session with Balint. And Balint, well, kind of volunteered to do the analysis in a Guess the Move session, as we did last time, which is super cool. And it is the Hamburg Team Championship 2024 in the 16th league, which is called Kreisklasse B. And it was the 7th and last round. So FC St. Pauli, the team I'm playing for, was in last place in that league. I'm a substitute player, only jumping in, and it's my third game here. And so no big pressure, I'd say, as we had been last, and there is no way to go down to the next league. So that was cool. And I was black, and my opponent was Pauli Pieper from Schachfreunde Sasel 1947 e.V. And very nice guy. And yeah, how about starting, I'd say. Balint, how are you today, and are you ready?
Yeah, hello, Jan. I'm completely ready. I'm waiting for this, and of course, I believe I'll have a good percentage of guessing moves.
We'll see. Okay, super nice.
You said 50%. That is actually very, very tough, but who knows? We'll see.
Yeah,
as
we'll
always.
see. Okay. So then we start. I put in the first move by white, and it was c4.
That was c4. Oh, yes. No. Now I have no any clue what is coming. Maybe f5.
And f5 it is, Balint. You are wonderful.
Oh, right. 1 out of 1.
Yes, okay. So then he played knight f3.
Mm-hmm. So you played two options, knight f6 or e6.
And I played g6.
And you played g6, sorry. Then
Yes.
I completely mess. Okay.
Oh, that's fine. So then my opponent continued with d4.
Of course, and we are in the main line of the Stalingrad variation. So you played the knight f6, bishop g7, something of that.
Bishop g7 it was, yes. And Balint, of course, to me this was very funny, as whenever I played f5, I think I lost so far, yeah, and I was slaughtered right away, and yeah, so it was funny that we started with that opening. And one more thing is, you know, I have horses and I cannot really time my time well because unexpected things happen. So I arrived 8 minutes late, and there was a 90 minutes time setting for the first 40 moves, no increment, and 30 minutes for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so you have 30 minutes additional time that that gives you some relief mode, because you'll never lost on time, I believe.
Yes. So we have e3.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let me check. So game e3. Okay, and now you played knight to f6.
I did. And by now you have 95% correct, Balint, already.
No. You save me with this e3. I will never guess that move e3, because this move closing the dark square bishop for white, and obviously limit his way how to develop his king and also queen side.
Yeah,
okay.
he told me afterwards that it was totally unexpected that I played f5, and he has, well, basically never played against that before and hasn't prepared. So it took some time for him, and I just busted out the moves. until move 7, I only used 1 minute. So I was just, as I was 8 minutes late, I thought it is a good idea to play fast in the beginning. Okay, so
Yeah, but you know what you are doing, and all the time you are playing the same thing. I believe he played knight c3.
and he did.
Then you played short castle.
I did.
Oh, I'm the best
Yes, you
guesser.
are.
Okay, so now we have something like bishop e2 or b3.
Your first move was correct. Bishop e2.
Mm-hmm. And now it's questionable, but I believe you continue with old pattern, and you found the move d6, right?
Yes, also correct.
So d6 is necessary. Now short castle.
Yes.
And this is the problem. Usually you are going with something like knight d7 c6, but I hope we have similar positions many times, and my recommendation was knight c6. So I hope you play knight c6. Did you?
Nope. Because
Nope.
because I'm following from Chessable, yeah, it has a certain setup for the Leningrad, and it's always c6
Okay,
against
then
anything. Yes.
yeah, knight c6. Okay. So now he played what he do. He can do nothing with his knight. Queen b3 is generally bad move, but maybe he played that.
Yes, he did.
d3. Not yeah. Okay. So I said I believe.
Yeah. Is it okay if I turn on the engine?
Right? Or rook e8. Or queen c7.
Okay, here it is very interesting that I'm now out of book. Yeah. And basically, I don't really know the middle game plans here. I just know that I somehow have to push the e-pawn. Yeah. And basically start an attack on the king side. So that's more or less everything I know. Balint, I'm so sorry. I really like to apologize. As I was promising you, I'm going to learn it, but I didn't find the time and the will, and so I have no clue until move 7
You are
here.
learning. Now you are learning, so it's not necessary to do that. Basically, every time when we analyzing, you are learning. I believe so. You mentioned some king side attack. I don't know. Queen c7, knight d7, rook e8. What else? Knight d7. Knight d7, rook e8, queen c7. Okay. Then he played what he do.
The engine says knight g5.
Yeah, that is the problem in about this opening. I also play once in Turkey that knight on d7, and probably this knight g5 is very unexpected problem for black, and I don't know what to do after that. So, are you prepared? What is coming after knight g5?
I'm not prepared as I was out of book.
That is
But he
knight
played.
bd7. Knight bd7 is the, how to say, problem because of that. So okay, what he played? He played bishop b2, right? Bishop
he
a3
played.
is he played knight g5 immediately.
Yes.
Okay. So now you should or you have only one, right? That is knight b6 or knight b8. Knight b6.
It took me 3 minutes, and I went knight b8.
And knight b8, as you can see, that is the problem. That is the reason why I'm thinking about knight c6 instead of c6. Okay,
and
that is correct because I'm sorry.
Yeah, I need to look up what the Chessable course suggests in this situation. So we'll find out.
I think I'll have the same trouble, and I play something like c6 or knight d7, and he pushed that queen b3 or something, and later knight g5. So I was in the same problem,
Hmm.
and I have to play somewhere with my knight to save that e6 weakness. But now, okay, I believe he played normally bishop b2 or something.
Yeah, before I tell you,
Normal.
I say hello to Towercom. He's watching on Twitch,
Mm-hmm.
so really nice that you're here. Welcome. And yeah, just in case
Welcome.
as you're late, this is game 7 of the Hamburg Team Championship, round 7. And yeah, to me it was an exciting game as always. So nice that you're here. And you might like to also guess the move. We're doing it in the guess the move
Yeah, please,
session.
please
So,
come and help me. This is super strange and weird. I
yeah,
am.
but Barland, I promise you, we will give you very strange moves later on. Mhm.
I know that. That is.
Mhm.
I
Okay.
I hope I'll survive.
Yeah.
Okay, so very
Um,
strange move would be, yeah, bishop b2 is the best move according to computer, but he played bishop
oh, wait. This is wrong. This is wrong. Sorry, I need to follow this
6.
closely. He played this one, Bishop d3.
He played bishop d3, and
Yes.
you are thinking about that to guess the move. So
Mm.
no way. h6, right?
I played h6, correct. And then he played
No,
knight
knight goes on
f3 as
h3.
suggested. And then Barland, it took me, wait, hold on, 10 minutes for the next move. I
Okay,
didn't
and
know
knight
what to.
bd7. No, you. But that's it, knight bd7, right? So basically, you play knight d7. He played knight g5. Okay, you have to protect e6 square. You go back on the with your knight, and then h6.
Yes. Okay, so next move was knight e2. I was kind of happy that he played this because I thought here
Going on.
that on d5, d6, e4, c4 the action was, but he retreated somehow, strengthening his king side. So I was kind of happy that he released the tension here. Hmm?
Yeah, knight e2 doesn't work because he needs to do something serious. This knight e2 is wasted tempo, and I don't know.
And he didn't think for this. Basically, I didn't write out time passing here. So, okay, then I thought, well, boring game, let's attack. So I played e5.
Of course, e5 normal with e4. e4 idea, which is completely fine and normal.
Mhm.
Okay, then let me check. Let me see what he do. Does he take
Yes, he did.
first the e5?
And I took back.
I hope, yeah. And now,
Mhm.
does he play bishop c2 or knight h4?
Balint, there's no chance you're guessing it, I guess. It took him 5
Uh,
minutes.
I don't know. Bishop a3. No. Bishop knight e1. Okay.
Yes, so I was kind of happy because I once heard that you should go forward, and he used the last moves more or less to go backward and give me space, which was nice.
Yeah, he's moving the knight from the center, and
Mm.
that is generally bad. So, did you took advance into the center, maybe e4, or I believe you play knight c5. I don't know why.
And it is knight
Why I'm
c5
thinking you play
valid.
knight c5.
Yes,
Of
because you
course,
know me
very
well by
cool.
now. Yes. Mm.
I think his way to salvation is if he played bishop a3, but he did not. He played bishop c2.
Balint, bishop a3 was a move that I was not taking into consideration. It came out of nowhere, and I was like, oh no, now I have a problem. So
Bishop a3 is generally cool move because immediately, as I said, b3, and do not push bishop b2. Instead of that, bishop a3 is much better.
Okay, so I was unhappy here, and I played b6.
You played b6. Also, Jan, you should. I think you should clearly push queen e7. No problem about that. Queen e7, rook d8, all good.
I
But
thought about it, and I
also,
was so scared that I somehow get a problem with my knight, and I didn't fully calculate it. So, and after, in hindsight, yes, that would have been good.
yeah, okay. So that was like, even in this case with b6, you are not. And now what you do? Now it's questionable. I think the most logical and probably the best move is bishop e6 or queen e7.
Valent, I don't know why I played it, but I played it. I was so scared that my rook was pinned, so I unpinned it by e8.
Oh,
Yes, it was a bad move.
That is super slow, you know.
Yes,
You
very
are
wasting
actually,
time, yes.
you know that my phrase grandpa move, rook
Yes.
e8, because it's super slow, and basically if he take your queen, you will spend another tempo to take back that lady. Okay, let me check what is coming. Oh, maybe now it's time to take on c5. Does he? No. Knight d3. Knight d3 was played very fast. I will probably take on c5 and then knight d3. So now you played. Who have a more space at this moment? Black or white?
Black.
So also you move the rook from that diagonal, and in this situation, I think you should never trade nothing of this of your pieces. So I cheers for knight ce4, but yeah, did you play this move or
Balint, it
you
hurts when you say I would never trade, but I did.
You trade? Okay. One trade. So he took with the queen, right?
Yes, he did.
No, yeah. And now, I hope you did not trade, or you played bishop e6, or you trade and e4.
I played c5.
So not. Whoa. c5. Okay, to shut down the bishop. No
Yes,
problem.
that was
So
the
rook,
reason, yes.
rook a d1. Rook a d1.
Balint, you are amazing. Yes, correct. Okay.
Thank you so much, Jan. But I believe I have a lucky a lot. So now finally you realize I don't want to trade my lady, and you played queen c7.
No, I did not. I played, as the computer
C7.
suggests here, bishop b7, yes.
So you are allowing him to take your queen, but still you have more space, and your snipers are installed on the fianchetted on the longest diagonals. What he played. Basically, he need to trade, but I don't know what and when he will realize that. Queen c3 is generally bad move because you have queen c7 and strong
The
activity.
square
So
is correct, but not the piece.
knight c3.
Knight c3.
Okay, this is also good. d5 exposed square, and did you save your lady or?
Yeah, here it I took 10 minutes to think for the next move.
And you played 94? No. Maybe? No. Something like e4? No.
Do you know what's really cool is that we have the computer on, and I found the best move, so I played e4.
e4.
But it took me 10
Oh.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay, now I believe he trade, right?
No, he retreated.
He retreat on e2, then you played queen c7,
I did.
aiming the h2 square. And now his counter punch should be connected with something like knight somewhere. But yeah, he played knight b5. I'm sure for that.
Nope.
No?
Balint, we are beginners and we are always scared, so he played h3.
h3. That is actually very. So
I think you say grandpa move again.
grandpa move again. Definitely. Maybe okay, some window for the king and some protection prophylactic story about knight g4. So yeah, he pushed h3. Now he did not play knight b5, or
Oh, it's my turn
the
after
knight
h3.
b5 is your turn. Sorry. Your turn. And do you start with some aggression with knight g4?
I remembered a saying from Balint from last game, and it said, Jan, move your rook. So I moved the rook from
Okay,
a8 to d8.
yeah,
Because I was fearing
it's okay.
that you yell again at me
It
like,
was
Jan, it's move 20 and you haven't moved it.
exactly 22. It's time for the rook.
Yes.
Okay, now it was completely okay. It was correct because you played very actively into the center, and you have some more important job to do. So you are controlling the center. You have two snipers. You have the rook into the center. Queen is not exposed, so position is better for you. I don't know, minus 0.6 or maybe slightly
No,
more.
computer says plus 0.1.
Plus 0.1. Oh,
Yes.
it's interesting. Maybe because of knight. No, that was earlier, knight b5. Now I don't see the move. I think he took on d8. What else?
No. As you said, knight b5 was played.
Knight b5. But that was much better and more productive earlier. Because of knight b5, in the previous situation, he will have the knight d6, attacking the bishop, attacking the rook. So only in that case I see some bigger point about knight b5. Yeah, now you probably play queen b8 because you were scared for the a7 pawn, and maybe with a reason, but who knows.
That's correct.
Okay, so now knight d6 doesn't work. Bishop I think he finally realized my bishop after c5 is pointless there, and he played bishop b2.
Bishop
No,
e2.
Right. b2, Belgrade.
No, he played bishop b1.
What is that? Oh, what is that, bro? Why this move?
I
What is
think
that?
to have the queen looking on b2 directly. I guess that's why.
But you know that bishop is now.
Yeah, I liked it.
He was bad. He was bad before he played bishop b1 now,
Yes.
and now he's pointless. I don't know, don't see the purpose to go back and So you played, I believe you played a6.
I did, yes. And that was easy, so he went
Sometimes
to
it's not
c3.
necessary, but okay. And
Mhm.
knight c3, of course. And yeah, now I was thinking about queen e5 earlier, but now you did not do that. I think no, it's not good knight g4 because he'll take that. So you played bishop c6, did you?
No, I'm thinking why I played this, looking at it now, and I think I wanted to protect the bishop, but I believe that was too early, so I played queen c7.
Uh, so knight c3, queen. How just a sec, queen c. Queen. You are not improving your lady. Maybe yes.
Yes, I'm now looking at it, I'm not happy. And during the game, I also wasn't happy about that, but yeah. So then he played, as you said, bishop b2. And I think I didn't have a plan here. Yeah, like didn't really know what to do, but I wanted to double the rooks on the open file, so I played d7.
So much. I don't know. Does we? Uh, I don't know what does we work that how to improve the rook or something, but this position is perfect for that topic, and maybe I'll add that for my students. So rook d7 and improving the rook, doubling the rooks, and that's it. Even if you take, you can take with your knight and then knight e5 and
Okay, he took. And here I spent 5 minutes because I couldn't
lady.
decide.
You
Do I
took with the
take with the
queen.
queen? Do I take with the knight? What is better? I had no idea. And then I decided to go with the queen.
Mm. It's okay. Maybe after knight d5 he can trade everything, but still his bishop on b1 is completely pointless. Big pawn, ugly. Rook
Mm,
d1 for sure.
big pawn ugly
And
is
now
nice.
very.
Okay.
Hmm?
Oh, Quatic got online. Hi guys. Don't you guys ever get tired of playing chess? Not really, no. I wouldn't say that. Okay. And
From
Tower
time.
comes has taken with the knight would have finally freed the bishop. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, if I got f6 to d7. Yes. Okay.
So rook d1, right?
Rook d1 was
I
played,
expect,
yes. Mhm.
I expecting
Okay. And guys, for everyone in the stream, it was a long game, so
that.
we need to
Okay.
kind of hurry.
In my
Yeah,
view,
so yeah.
queen f7. Yeah, queen f7.
Let me take a quick look. I just like to show you something. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Here. 3, 2, 1, it comes on. This is the game sheet, and my pen went out of ink 3 times. So next time I bring 3 different pens. So
That is very important. Exactly.
yeah. So that was
So
really a pain.
you have to know that it is
Yes.
necessary. The pen is like a sword, a chess sword.
Yeah, okay. So I went queen c7. Hmm?
You went queen c7, okay,
Hmm.
and then now it's what he starts to improving his bishop from b1 a3. Does he?
You will see in a moment. I just have to, my good friend Quad X, he just said he misses chess so much he has not played for a month. I believe our game, Quad, was the last chess that you played, I believe. So you ended on a good note, and I wish you well on your studies, of course. So he's studying and quit chess because of that, I believe. But he'll come back. He loves chess. So that would be nice. Okay. So, Balint, move 29 was, drum roll, rook
29
g2.
was rook d2. Okay, you played the rook d8. Unfortunately.
No, I did not.
Okay, then you played knight d7.
I
No, you
was
did not.
somehow concentrating here. I wanted to bring my bishop somehow on b5 or whatever. I think was the reason.
Bishop
Wanted to
c6.
go, so I played b6. Yes.
Bishop c6 is completely fine move because you are restricting the knight. He played queen d1.
He played queen d1, correct. Yes. And Balint time
Okay.
was now, he had 20 minutes left for the next 10 moves, and I had 17 minutes.
Okay. So, what we can expect? Your turn? Yeah.
Yes.
Then b5. Huh?
Balint, I think I was so stupid. And looking at it now, I was wondering, why did I do this? My fear here was that he would bring the rook to d6, and I didn't like that, so I played rook e6.
Yeah, that is sometimes we are scared from the ghosts over the board, and yeah, it is tough to decide what to do and how to, what is enough to save the position, and some what is the real danger or not. Okay, so now let's see what else. I don't know what to expect.
I thought that, as the computer says, I was calculating his knight coming to d5, and I didn't like it at all. So I was really happy when he said e2 is the better spot for his knight.
Whoa, what he is doing. And then you played b5.
Now I played g5.
You are not allowing knight f4.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so after that, he played knight g3.
Obviously,
And I had a
f5
hanging
is
pawn.
hanging.
So what did I do? I played.
So you have to push. You have to push f4.
I did. So he played the best move, knight f5.
Now he doesn't have a good move. Only knight f5, bishop f8, right? Or not? You were scared from you took on e3. F3, not f3. Wait.
The fun part is, Balint, if I do the calculation now, there was no reason to be scared, but I didn't see my rook that he is protecting f6 too. So I thought that he would hit with the bishop f6.
Knight e8.
I take with the bishop and he takes my pawn. But again, I had the rook, but I didn't see that during the game, so I played this bad move.
King h7, of course,
yes.
Yeah. What now? His turn. Does he take on f4?
No, he takes, but on g7.
Okay. Okay. I don't see the good moves and good continuation for him. That is very tough. Queen c2? No.
Nope.
He took on f4?
He
No.
did. Yes. Your second choice.
Yes,
Very nice.
but not with the lady. Wait a sec. With the lady, maybe with the queen. But I
Yes,
think you took with the pawn.
No, I took
You
with the
took with the
queen.
queen.
Yes. I was happy
But what
because
about
now seeing
g3?
it was, according to the computer, it was the best move. So I'm happy that I found it. And Barland, now comes something very interesting and game decisive. From here, he had 7 minutes left and he kind of stalled. We are at move 35 and he took 5 minutes to think, only having 2 minutes left for the last 4 moves before he gets to the time control. Yeah, I had 11 minutes left. Yeah, and I was so unhappy. I tell you later on why, but first he played, we are now 36. He took 5 minutes to go g3. Okay, I took, well, less than a minute to go queen c7.
Only square, okay.
Yeah, and then he played rook e2. Yeah, and after rook e2, I played king f7. Yeah.
And now I think you were worried. King f7, exactly. King f7. I was thinking about that. So king f7, just remove that, and he played. Who knows, something like king h2? No, queen d2? No, rook e3?
I
No.
tell you something before, Barland. My team captain came and said, Jan, we are leading 4-3, and if you draw or win, yeah, the team wins the match. And so I thought, okay, he has only 29 seconds left, so I offer him a draw. Yeah.
Okay.
And I offered the draw, and he almost yelled at me, like, no! And I was really scared. Yeah, like, did I do something wrong or so? But I believe it was just because he was under time pressure and was just being disturbed by the draw offer. I guess that's why. And I mean, if he accepts the draw, he knows he's losing the match for the team. I would have played on if I would have been him, but I didn't know. I tried. Okay. So, and then I lost it, Barland, and again, last time you told me, Jan, always play the best moves, and we have no increment in this game. Yeah, so I thought, well, I can somehow pressure him. Yeah, but that didn't work out, and it turned out I'm going to lose a pawn here because I didn't really pay attention. I was only thinking about time and the draw, and I was not in a good spot here. So move 38 here.
Queen e1.
Queen e1 is correct, yes.
And you move your knight somewhere.
And I didn't pay attention about the knight at all. Yeah, it was really my fault. Of course, my fault. I was playing. So I played bishop b7.
You played bishop b7 and he took your knight and later that pawn.
Yes, I wanted to bring the queen, of course, to c6 and have a wonderful mate. I thought he wouldn't see it in time trouble, but of course he did. So he took bishop f6. Now here I didn't know king or rook, and I took with the king. And then bishop takes e4. Yes, and here he reached the time.
King?
Yeah, so move 40.
Everything.
He was
Maybe
good.
queen e7.
Yeah, here I played bishop c8. Yes, and I don't know why, Barland, because I had enough time on the clock. Yeah,
Okay.
and I really don't know why I did that. I didn't, and I don't know even the reason here now for it. Yeah.
You don't
So.
want to trade. That was the
Mhm.
point, and Queen e7 just gives you some chances to pin that heavy pieces, but who knows?
Mm.
I think now you are completely lost because he have something like Queen a1, and then you should trade or you are lost completely,
Yeah.
right?
So, yeah, I was not happy here, especially as I thought, Jan, you're winning. He has only, well, he
Uh-huh.
was down to 14 seconds. Yeah. So,
I,
um,
Mhm.
with move 40, he had only 6 seconds left, and somebody subscribed. So, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, and I see that Quad X he wrote quite a lot. I have 11 mathematics exam coming up shortly, so there's a lot to do. He's studying maths, and okay, but I will be back surely. Great to see you guys keep it going. I will have no chance against you when I come back. Good luck with the games to both of you. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you, Anders. Really appreciate it. Okay.
Thank you. So what now?
Okay, and something else is happening. I believe somebody is also subscribing. So really nice. I don't see who, as I'm not on the um, OBS. So thank you, whoever that was. Really appreciate it. Like it a lot. Okay, back to the game. Towercam says now e3. I don't know if it was that, but I think that was earlier. I don't know. Towercam? Was it now or later or before? Well, so what I wanted to say, Balint, is he has had 6 seconds left at move 40. Yeah, and I was so sad because I thought I would be in a better position as he was in time trouble. He would make a mistake and had only seconds to decide, and now I ended up having lost the pawn, and I was really like, but my fighting spirit kicked in. I thought, well, I don't like to lose this game, so just keep on playing and see what happens. So he played Queen A1, as you said. Yeah. And I continued with Queen E5. Okay. And he decided, which I liked a lot.
diagonal and to fight for the dark squares. To play what not he traded that, right?
Yes, he did. And I liked that. So then I played Rook E5. And here I thought, okay, I have a game again. Yeah. So then
He blundered. He blundered. Did he? He played bishop
no,
f3. He blundered a pawn.
no. So what he did
No, king
was
g2.
he
King g2.
played bishop f3, which I also liked a lot because Balint, I thought, now I'm winning
Under a
because
pawn. You trade. You trade the rooks and bishop takes on h3, right?
yeah, wait a
Or
sec. So here the thing comes. I thought I have a winning game because I have the way active king. So basically, it's just a matter of bringing the king to b2, killing his pawns, running through, winning easy. Yeah, that basically was my idea and my plan. That I thought, well, this is going okay. So what happened was that in move 43, I took the rook. He took
the rook.
the rook, and
And you
now
start with your king. You play king e5. Maybe that is actually cool. I don't know. Or did you took on h3? But you'll be shut down there on so bishop f5, huh?
yeah. So the idea or the tactic here was, as you said, bishop f5, because I could play b1, attacking the pawn. No way to defend for
Okay.
him. Yeah, he had to move, and
Okay.
then I could just go c2. Then I would have an attack on this pawn. He had to move, couldn't defend. And so I thought, now it's really a winning game for me, because either I win a pawn on the queen side, or I win the pawn on h3. So easy, I'm going to win. I was happy. Yeah. So what happened was that he played bishop d1, defending this side. And now Balint,
Which is, I believe, completely enough and fine for him.
yeah, the computer says he's now down 2.6 because of that. Yeah, like a real
Because of
blunder.
this. Then you brought your king into the center.
Balint, earlier on I had the idea either I win a pawn on the queen side or on the king side. And now I'm so sad because I took only 20 seconds and I didn't do what you told me to do. You told me to, it was earlier, I would have took the pawn on h3. Yes, Tawakam says I would have taken the pawn on h3, and that was correct. I considered it 2 moves before when I had this tactic going, yeah, and now, Balint, I did a mistake, and you told me, Jan, always at least think 3 plies ahead.
3 plies ahead.
That's the least you need to
and
think. Yeah, and I was only thinking 2 plies, because I thought if I take the pawn on h3, he just goes g4 and I lose my bishop. And I
yeah,
didn't...
but that g4 and you have king e5 and king f4, or just bishop d1 was a mistake. In that case, in this scenario, he doesn't control anymore f1 square with his bishop, and that is the reason why computer said this is a mistake, or you can take on h3 without any consequences.
Yeah, and there's no way he can actually take my bishop. Even if he plays g4,
exactly.
he cannot approach with the king and the bishop at the same time. And there's always an escape square for my bishop. So I was so stupid, Balint. Yeah, like, oh no. And I was doing mistakes where I thought, well, I'm good now, but I was somehow
that was after 4 hours of fight.
3 hours, yes. So we
3
fought
hours
on.
of fight,
Yes.
yeah.
But I was in hindsight, yeah.
30 seconds, so it's questionable, maybe even more, but okay, yeah.
Yeah, in hindsight, I really have 2 problems. One problem is I have an idea, I see it, and then I don't follow through. And the other thing is I have an idea in my mind and I don't consider any options. I just go for that single idea. Yeah, so even if other options are way, way better, I don't take the time to calculate
think
it
about
proper.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And here my idea was I need to bring my king to b2, and there's
Of
nothing
course,
else.
king e5.
Yeah. So,
but okay,
yeah.
it's not a big strategical mistake. You know what you want. You want to bring the king into the center, and
Yeah. So
what he do? He came out with his king, right?
actually, he played
g4,
h4.
h4. Okay.
Yes. So Balint, and here we are in a situation where I really hate it, as you know. Endgames, lots of pawn, just one piece on the board, and you know my story. Yeah, I hate it. And the fun part is in the FC St. Pauli chat group we have, yeah, there was a guy saying that just today, on Tuesday, the Taliban forbid playing chess in Afghanistan because it's gambling. Yeah. And of course, everyone laughed because chess is not gambling. Yeah, if you know it well. But to me, endgames are gambling. I have ideas, but and my what's it called? The percentage of good moves you did. it dropped from like 80% to 60% from switching middle game to end game. So I
Of
really
course.
need to practice that. Yes, always.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay, so here I thought it's a wonderful idea to follow through with my idea. And the idea was
Mhm.
d4, bring it to b2. Yeah. And then he said, okay.
King d4 for sure, the best move. Now he took on g5 maybe. What else?
King
A
f1.
king f1.
Okay. And here I
Then king
thought,
c3. You will not stop. Uh-huh.
yeah, I thought I should not stop, but I'm getting distracted. I have many ideas and then I lose track of my original idea. And then time is also a thing. I didn't know how long the game will take or how many moves. And if you don't have an increment, yeah, you really need to play a little faster than normal, I think. Ah, yes, Quad says it's a lovely position and it's his kind of chess. This is where chess begins, Jan. Yes, Quad also knows that I hate these endgames. Okay. So, okay, 47, I played Balint, watch out, b5.
Okay, you are making a pass pawn.
Yes, I
So
tried
no
to.
joke.
I tried to. He passed, took, and I took.
Okay, he'll take, and then what he's gonna do? He probably brought his king into the center. King e2.
He decided for the bishop.
This you probably push that c4. Let's go. No, b4. B4. You play b4 because you want to go down with your king and to pick the a2 pawn.
Yes,
So b4.
correct.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Okay,
So
maybe
and still,
c4 was.
yeah, and still Balint. Here I thought I'm going to win.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had that king, and I thought there's just no way. As long as I have my pawns on the dark squares, he cannot attack with the bishop, so I'm safe on the king side pawns. Yeah, and I have my active king, and I'm going to win. That was my idea, of course. And what happened was, on move 50, he played f4. And Balint, as you know, I like to play blitz. I think in a blitz game, I would have taken one of the pawns without thinking. But here I thought a little, and I thought, hey, now I can restrict his bishop by playing g4. But I go away with this. Of course, this is a super stupid mistake.
Okay.
I could just take. He has to take.
It's
I
much
can bring
better.
in.
You can take king e3, and
Yeah.
you are better.
Yes. So basically, I threw one game. Yeah, and just because I'm stupid, and well, it is what it is. So and even here, yeah, a team member from FC St. Pauli afterwards told me, Jan, it's so easy to get a draw here. And remember, to win the team match, I only needed a draw. Yeah. So
Exactly.
if I leave my king on d4 and just move my bishop on the f5 c8 back and forth, yeah, it's a draw.
That's the draw, exactly.
Yeah, but I didn't find it, and I still thought I just need to bring my king in, and I'm winning this easy. Yeah. So what happened was the following. 51 was king f2. And then he played, or I played. Barland, what do you think?
I'm checking. So king f2. Now you go with all in king c3.
Yeah, Barland, I was so stupid again. I thought if I can take away his bishop, yeah, I can just walk through with the pawns. So that's why I thought I just need to protect my pawn, and then I have a free bishop because it doesn't need to protect. And as I said earlier on, my pawns on the dark squares were safe. And then I ended up with having them on the white squares. And I was after the game like, what did I do? No. But I had a wonderful idea which I saw from here. Yeah. And it was bringing in the king and everything, taking on h2. And I oversaw one single thing, which in most of the tactic courses are given that you should be aware of it. But I was not. I didn't see that 5 moves ahead. I only had my 4 moves ahead way of thinking and stopped calculating, which was an error. So basically I played e4. The idea I just told you. And then in move 52, he played...
You played h5. Okay.
I played h5.
King king
And in 52,
c4.
he played bishop c4. That is correct. Okay. So, and now 52.
And now the race began, and you played king c3 because you realized bishop g6 doesn't work.
Yes. So I did that. And after king c3, he played bishop f5. Not f5, sorry. Bishop f7. Let me take a quick look on my super note here. Yes. I played king b2. And I thought,
king
now
b2.
I have him. That's a sure win. Yeah, because I can just get his pawns and then just run through. So what he did is he, of course, took. And now Barland, my super clever move came. And guess what the super clever move was?
He brought his bishop back on f7.
Now, it's my move now, first.
So, king a2, right? No?
No, I played, according to the computer, the best move.
c4.
c4 I did. Okay. So what happened afterwards? He played...
He has to take bc4.
And now I took
king a2.
The king, yes. And now I didn't see it. Yeah,
right.
But basically the problem now was if he brings the bishop to f7, my king is in check. And I didn't see that 3 moves before. So my plan didn't work because of being in check. When I saw that, I was so devastated. It was just, oh no, Jan. But you'll see how it continues. So we have king takes a2.
Okay.
On move 55, yes. Then we had bishop f7. And now it really dawned on me this will not work. And I played a mistake, which was too slow also. I thought I still need the b3 for the pawn and played king b2, and that was the well, the bad move. Computer says now plus 8.8. Yeah.
Yeah, now if he pushed just c5, you are actually doomed, right? You cannot push that, and C and H pawn will break that bishop and his defense. So what he do to mess up? Maybe H5.
He played C5. I make this
C5
quick
as I
as we're in a hurry, Balint. So I played King C3, C6, King D4, C7,
okay.
Bishop C8,
King
Bishop
F7.
F7. Then we had the
Now
bishop move.
what he
Hold
do?
on.
A5, H5.
There was a mistake in the notation here. I think he played this one first. No, he played that. That was correct. Then I played King D6. He played this one. Hold on. King
What he do?
D here and here, yes. And there, and then I gave up. So, Balint. So, I lost the game, so I'm now not undefeated anymore. As I had played only 2 games, 1 win, 1 draw, I was undefeated, and now my status of undefeated was gone. So, that was a pain, but it is what it is. Yes.
I thought you win this. You surprised me, right?
Yes, I was surprised myself. Yes.
Yes, you win there, but I am all the time waiting for biggest mess and biggest mistake from your opponent. But yeah, H7.
Yeah. Basically, he gave me 2 chances to win, and I didn't take them.
Yeah. So here, you took. Yeah, this was not good. Also, H5 is not necessary. And yeah, you can. At this moment, you should just trade.
Yes.
This equal black is slightly better, I believe. Can you hear me?
Yes, here black is, according to the computer, minus 5.0.
Oh yeah, it's growing.
Mm.
So it is winning. Black is winning. Yeah, because the pawns goes down, or bishop a2, and this pawn is exposed. So really tough. Yeah, it happens. So good game. You played very very well most of your game, and some end games was decisive for you and your opponent. It happens. It sucks, but it happens. So short review of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go. C4, the beginning of the England opening, and also very very often we just transposing into the King's Indian, Dutch defense, some Grunfeld or something else with connected with the move d4. So f5 normal, knight f3, knight g6, d4, and bishop g7. All correct, and we are we are in Leningrad variation. So now he have multiple plans like a g3, bishop g2, short castle, or something like knight c3. At the end, he played e3. This is a little bit strange for me, and I believe this is not the best move, especially because he only now we know what is the only way how to develop his pieces. So e3, in my opinion, some inaccuracy. Knight f6, knight c3, short castle, and bishop e2. Now Jan continue with d6. It's normal. c6, and yeah, the weakness square e6, and white with a greedy approach wants to improve the knight and also they doesn't have some check through this diagonal otherwise. So that's the problem. Yeah, you played still you play knight bd7, but then knight g5, and as we can see, the e6 square very exposed. You go back, and now we have bishop d3. So h6 to remove that knight, and now after knight bd7, I believe you are completely fine at this moment, at this position. +1 for white. Okay, knight h4, but he played knight e2, and now we can see minus 0.2. So knight e1. Knight to e1, that was okay. Knight c5, correct. Bishop a3. At this moment, I believe you can also do something like this, and the multiple ways to protect the knight. Your choice was b6, and now I believe if he takes, it is not good for him, so that was a right decision, Jan. Bishop c2 to protect the bishop. Inaccuracy, rook e8, probably queen e7, queen c7 to unpair this lady. But this knight d3, knight d3, queen d3, multiple chances to trade your pieces. You avoiding that a lot, and good period. You pick that active plan. So queen takes d3, rook d1, bishop b7, knight c3, and now me?
Yes.
All good?
Mhm.
Okay, so after that, uh, after that, queen e2, queen c7, h3, standard prophylactic maneuver and model contra knight g4, rook d8. That was good because we want to awake all of our soldiers and to do something with them. So queen c7, rook d2, and bishop c6. So this was correct. This rook e7, rook e6 is very hard to survive, and I don't know. But then knight goes on e2, g5 prophylactic move to stop it, to stop that, and after this one, as you said, grandpa move, king h7. That was not necessary to protected bishop.
Mm.
He took there, king takes, and he took here on. Yeah, at this moment, king, queen f4, g3. So queen c7, rook e2, and now king f7. I don't know how to survive contra these bishops, right? So this one, take. Okay, you survive, check. And now I think from this moment, you know what you have to do. You know what you are doing. Bishop f3. Trade, and now finally king e5. So bishop f5. After trades, bishop rook e2, bishop e2, bishop f5, bishop d1, and after this, as you said, it was completely fine to take the pawn for free on h3, but you that inception is very strong, and you follow your idea. Your idea was to bring the king on the other side, and I don't know why you did not continue with this one. So king c3, and you take the pawns, and yeah, we literally discuss about this position, this very ugly, retarded position. So yeah, at this moment we have rook e2, bishop h3 was necessary, bishop d1 mistake, but not not played the best by for black pieces. H4, and yeah, king is going deeper. But after this b5, white took here, ab5, and b5, b4, b5 pawn is hanging, so b4 is necessary. But in that case, f4, the last inaccuracy, last big uh,
My second chance
big
to win.
loss for
Yes.
me. Yeah, this was second chance, because you can take and climb your king on e3 and take that with your bishop, and no problem.
And
Yeah,
Balint,
but
here question
after
after
this,
question after g4. It would have been perfectly fine to go for the draw with the bishop on f5 c8 back and forth, right?
for sure. So you have no chances. As you can see, your concept of fortress works perfectly. So your concept of fortress is very strong. So no way to someone do without your knowledge here. So everything, you are controlling everything. So king is super strong, but you should
And
use
Balint, I
him
didn't
g.
spend a single second to go for the draw for the team, and that hurts me. 2 days later on, it haunts me.
I understand. Yeah, that was easier to make a draw if it's possible. And h5, bishop c4. Now that these pawns becomes a target, this h5 and g4, as you said, you were proud because you have bishop and all good squares for him. So king is coming closer, bishop. Yeah, bishop f7, and now I think
And I
you
really
are
thought my
completely
plan
lost.
would be working, but I was in check. So that was the bummer.
Yeah, this was very
Yeah, and the
simple.
rest is
Just
yeah.
push the pawn. One pawn on the other on the queen side, one pawn on the king side, and that was the
No
reason
chance.
why
Yes.
I lost. Yeah.
Yeah, it took
Okay.
us 4 hours. Yes. And I felt
I'm
so
sorry.
stupid after it took us 4 hours. We took the full time that was available, and I felt so stupid afterwards. I was like, of course, I was happy that our team was at the very bottom of the leaderboard. So basically, it wouldn't really have mattered if I win or not, but still, it's a team game, and that was sad. But I think I took
You
some good
survived.
learnings here.
Yeah, we have the last round, the last match in Hungary League, third league. So we will play the second league, which is also very strong, and we need to bring the some young international master from Hungary, and that's it. So
Go, go, go. And
yeah,
Balin,
go go
my,
go.
my, my learnings here are that always at least 3 plies. If you have a plan, look for a better plan. Yeah. And consider all options and not just go for your one plan. Yeah. And take your time to do this at least 3 ply calculation. It would have given me the win here. Yes. 2 times. Mm,
Yeah, okay.
mm, mm. And Balint, one good thing is, as you know, I was kind of sad when I went home, but I got into the car and I have a playlist of around 5,000 songs, and I always put it to random. And Jump
Mhm.
from Van Halen came on, and ABC by the Jackson 5. So after those 2 songs, I was happy again.
Extra.
Mm.
So you are energized after the music. So
Yes.
F4.
Mm,
Hmm.
mm.
Now chase between the king and this pawn is, yeah, H5 and king C5, H6. GG.
Yeah.
White produced his pawns into the ladies, and later he can joke and he can do whatever he wants. White is
Yes.
winning. Yeah.
Correct.
In any case, Jan,
Congratulations. Mm.
that was nice, good game, and you play well. Oh, how to say? Almost all game and preparation and everything,
Mm.
but then you just drop with your toes and just swap something, and yeah.
Yeah. And Balint, I don't know if you noticed, but I think it was the first game starting with F5 that I didn't mess up in the beginning. So that was good. Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. It was
All
good.
right.
Yeah, so
Thank you so much.
you're welcome, man. See you soon, man. And I'm super happy you are back. And also, I believe our viewers could be completely happy and fine with that.
Yes, Balint.
To see something. Mm-hmm.
Very good that you're mentioning it because in just a week's time, on the 23rd, I will playing my second over the board tournament. It is the, as I told you, the preliminary round of the German's Chess Amateur Championship in Travemünde. It's 3 days, 5 games, classical with increment, and I'm super stoked. We are 20 people from FC St. Pauli there, and it's going to be a really great game. And Tarakam says he's also happy to have you back on stream. Tarakam, that's so nice. Thank you. Really, 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 really appreciate it. And yeah, I originally planned to do streaming from Travemünde, but I'm not going to do this. It's a first for me. I don't know how it works really, and too much stress in this short time. So what I plan, Barlind, is once the tournament is over, it is over on Sunday, maybe we can do
Okay,
the analysis like this for all 5 games in the following week. That would be really great.
definitely, definitely. Guess the move. I'll becoming expert for
Mm,
that. And yeah, I hope I help you to learn something new
mm.
today. And yeah, it was good. It was pleasure.
Of course. Okay. So, Barland, I will spend some time learning this week. Yeah, I try
Mm-hmm.
to brush up my opening knowledge. You know how very little it is. And I'm trying to continue with that 1001 tactical things for beginners. That's the second course. So the fun part is, Barland, I in this course, in this tactics course, I solve 6, 7, 8 ply problems. And here
Mm,
I can't even see 2 ply things. It's just,
yes, that happens.
hate it. Yeah.
That
Mm,
happens. Yeah, we are out of ideas, and
mm,
sometimes we are struggling all the time. So it was not easy at the end, and
mm,
I hope you. I believe you will become better, because wasting a lot of time
mm.
for end games, I believe you'll learn
Mm.
something, and
Yes.
you'll see
Mm,
from first hand. Yeah,
mm.
exactly.
All right. Then, Balint, I wish you a very good night. Thank you for taking the time and talk to you later.
Yeah. See you guys.
Mm.
Ciao,
Yeah.
Jan.
Ciao, Balint. And Tarakam just said the difference is that in the puzzle, you know that there is something. Exactly, exactly. That's how I felt. Because there you really look for something and you take the time. Like, I don't know about you, Tawakam, but sometimes I take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes if I know there is something. But here in the game, you have basically without increment, like 2 minutes only per move to get the game finished without being in real time trouble. And then I tend not to really look that deep, especially for longer problems. But Heroes was so disappointing after the game and analyzes that I didn't see these easy to apply calculations. And that was really one thing where I said, well, super. I spent the time studying in the tactics course and I'm kind of okay doing there. And here in the real life game, I just missed this easy stuff. It was very embarrassing, but it is what it is. And again, I believe, as everybody says, next time will be better. And yeah, I have 5 games. I'm playing in group number F. There is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I avoided G in hope not to play too many very small children. And yeah, it's going to be great fun, basically. And if I lose all 5 games, that's just what it is. But why not win a game or two? All right. So with that, thank you for watching. Yeah, true. I'm not doing well under time pressure. Still managed to hang my pieces in one move. Yes, I try not to hang my pieces, but I would like to see those calculations for sure. Alrighty, then we are going to rate somebody on Twitch, and that one is, let's see, it is GM Mitraba from India, and he's playing King of the Hill Championship 2022 qualifier. I have not seen him yet, I think, but will probably be nice. So start the raid right now. And yes, 7 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a very good night, everyone, and bye bye.